Divine Feminine, come into my circle. We're standing at a solstice threshold, the longest light, the deepest shadow, the place where the veil thins, not between worlds, but between you and yourself. This is the moment the feminine remembers her own name. So breathe. Let your body soften. Let your intuition rise like the warm smoke from a cauldron. Because what's coming through today is not a message, it's a summoning. Welcome to my circle and my table. My name is Moriah with Moriah's Spirit Tarot, doing the weekly Divine Feminine reading. And I thought I'd combine it with a little solstice energy today. So did a little bit of meditating on your energies, and this is what I channeled. The Divine Feminine is shifting from survival mode to sovereign mode. She's no longer holding everything together. She's no longer dimming her knowing. She is no longer carrying the emotional weight of others. This solstice is another rebirth for her. A return to softness that is not weakness, but wisdom. She is remembering her body as oracle, recognizing how it feels when she gets an intuitive hit, how it feels within her body. For me, sometimes it's an ear ringing. Sometimes it's a click that I hear in my ear, an audible click. I also get a very warm feeling in my chest and a little, it feels like a little twinge, not anything to be excited about, not like a heart attack, but just a little twinge to say, yeah, you're knowing you're right on the right path. Yes, this is what you know this. For you, it will be different. Maybe your foot will start tingling. Maybe you'll get a shiver up your spine. Maybe your hands will the inside of your hands itch. Those are somatic responses to what's going on in the world around us. It's how our body receives energy, and it's how we can use our bodies to become the oracle. Okay, our body is the oracle. Using your intuition as a compass to guide you, to figure out where you're at, where you're going, to realize that your boundaries are sacred for your inner peace. Your voice, your words are spell work. You are creating with your words and your thoughts. And prioritizing rest for you is more of a revolution than a denial. It's more of a reclaiming. There's a quiet power rising, the kind that doesn't need to announce itself to be felt. And feminines, we're feeling that rise. We are. I am. And this message is not just for women, okay? There's no gender here. We all carry feminine and masculine energies. And right now, the feminine is rising. The divine feminine is rising. There's no denying it. The energies of the divine feminine standing in her power, not being ashamed of who she is what the world needs right now. Okay? We need your boldness. We need your confidence. So we're going to go ahead and pull some cards. We're going to look at your current state, what you're releasing, what you're remembering, what the gift this solstice is bringing you, and your path forward. So let's take a look at the tarot. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite today for us. I'm also going to pull clarifiers should I need to. Usually I don't have to, but sometimes I do. Sometimes the energies get a little muddled for me, but usually I just go with what is pulled, and I can. And if you've watched my other Divine Feminine reading that I posted last week on Thursday, Thursdays tend to be my Divine Feminine day. I don't know why, they just are. So I've been posting a Divine Masculine reading on Tuesdays and a Divine Feminine reading on Thursdays. If you are watching my Divine Feminine readings, you will also know that I do pull us an oracle card at the end. This week's oracle card is going to be from the Mary Magdalene deck, which I love my Mary Magdalene deck, just because for me she embodies the Divine Feminine so well, and I truly appreciate being in connection with Mary Magdalene. I really I can call upon her whenever I want, and she will help me. There's no doubt in my mind. So you may have a Divine Feminine ascended master that you call on. And if you do, great. If not, maybe look up some of the ascended masters who are women, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, that kind of thing. Or if you have a certain mythology that you enjoy, Celtic, Nordic, Egyptian, Greek, Roman, Hindu, look there, see what you can find. And that's not all of them. That's not all of them. There's so many more. Don't have time right now to list them all, but tap into your higher self to find out who your feminine ascended master is. Mine is Mary Magdalene, and I don't shy away from that. And I am, I'm Norse to the end, but I connect with Mary. It is what it is. All right. So, Spirit, let me ask you what the feminine's current state is. What is this current state of the feminine collective? Remember that this is a collective read, so take what resonates and leave what does not. Take the seeds and ditch the weeds, okay? All right. If you want more specifics, you want to work with me, links are in the description. All right, let's take a look at the feminine's current state. What is the current state of the feminine? Ace of Cups. Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay. Look at this cup. It's overflowing with blessings. It's like Spirit's handing you, Spirit's diving in. There's the dove diving into the cup. Water's just flowing out of it. Emotional stability, emotionally grounded, new start coming in, just embracing the gifts from Spirit. That is a beautiful, beautiful current energy, and I'm so excited for us, ladies. I'm so excited for us, feminines. All right, I'm so excited. All right, let's take a look at what we're releasing. We got the Ace of Cups. I mean, what else could we ask for? We're gonna have a good week, I think. A really good solstice, I think. All right, so let's take a look at what we're gonna release over the solstice there. Spirit, what are we releasing over the solstice? What are the Divine Feminines releasing? What no longer serves? Six of Wands. And what I heard when I first saw the card, when it landed in front of me, was boastful bragging. Okay, being boastful, bragging. We're releasing the need to put ourselves in the spotlight. We're releasing the need for external validation. We're releasing the need for external validation. This is a card of victory. It is. It's a card of showing off. It's a card of success. and it got pulled in the what are we releasing. So it's more of letting go of the pride. Okay? Letting go of the need to be seen, the need to be validated, the need of that. We no longer need that. We don't need that. We don't need to be, we can do that for ourselves. We don't need external validation. We can validate ourselves, and we are getting very good at it. So we're releasing the expectation that we need to be beautiful, or we need to be seen, we need to be the way society wants us to be. We're getting rid of that. Bye. See ya. I no longer need external validation. What a thing to get rid of. I love that for us, divine feminines. All right. What is the divine feminine remembering spirit? Let's take a look at what we're remembering. What are we waking up to? What ancient knowledge is coming in for us? The Chariot. Cancer energy. Home. Quickness. Thinking. Quick thinking. The ability to make a decision and go forward with it. Okay. The ability to go forward. Some of us may have travels in our future. Chariot sometimes signals travels. But you're remembering that you're on a journey. This is and to enjoy the journey, enjoy the traveling it takes you through. What you're remembering is that this is what it is. And we should enjoy this journey, not fight against it, not, take it all as happening for us, not against us. Okay? Everything that's happened in the past, everything that's happening, going to happen, all happens for us. It's how we perceive it, how we take it in, how we adjust to it. And whether we see it as a gift or not, that's your discernment. You get to determine that, right? Right. All right. So that's what you're remembering. You're remembering that this is a journey. And we don't have to do this journey alone. Okay, but we do have to do the work alone sometimes. Sometimes, the inner work that we have to do that alone. But we can get support and guidance from our higher selves, our connection to source, our family and our friends. We can do that. It's okay, but in the end, we do need to remember that this is a journey and we're walking it alone. Whatever you designed for your life, though you'll have support and love from outside sources, the real blessings and all of it is to take the journey within, to follow your chariot within. All right. Okay, Spirit, now we need to know. Okay, Spirit just threw 2 cards on the table. We're going to take them. I'm not going to take them because I didn't even get the question out for the next one. So we're just going to take these as a side message that came out. So if your heart is breaking right now, if you are in a heartbreak state, Spirit is saying there is truth coming in. The Ace of Swords, new truth. Okay, new clarity, new wisdom around how to heal this broken heart. Oops, this broken heart. Sorry, this broken heart here. This heartbreak, this stabbed heart. Okay, so Spirit, I'm taking that as a side message. Okay, because it came out, but someone needed to hear that. Okay, you're going to get some more truth and clarity around how to heal this broken heart you have. Okay, it's going to come in through your inner knowing, through your inner voice that's in your chest. Okay, our inner voice is in our chest. It's not here. It comes from the heart. It comes from that heart space, that loving space. It's your inner knowing. That's where it is. And that's where that message is going to come in for you, is through the heart. Okay? And you're going to know that that's for you. If that part of the message is for you, then you're going to know that. All right, Spirit. What is the gift that the solstice is bringing the divine feminine today? Or on the solstice. What is the gift of the solstice for the divine feminine? Oh, the Page of Pentacles. Curiosity. Learning. And it makes sense with the Ace of Cups out here, now the Ace of Swords out here on a side message, that we would get a page. So the Page of Pentacles is learning. He loves to learn. And he's going to learn how things work here in the physical. Okay? So your gift from the solstice is that childlike curiosity, that childlike creativity, that the part of you that probably gets denied access a whole lot. So embrace your creativity, embrace your whole ability to learn something new. If you are thinking about, I'm just hearing this from Spirit, if you're thinking about taking a class, take a class. If you're thinking about learning something, learn something. If you're taking up a new hobby like painting or woodworking or whatever, do it. Do it. Now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time. It's going to help you tap in. It'll help you tap into what you're remembering, what you're releasing. It's going to help. So your creative side is what helps you to create more, right? When you're in that creative flow, you're just going to create more abundance, more love, more joy, more peace. Abundance isn't just money. It's the ability to be comfortable in your own skin at all times, no matter what's going on around you. That's abundance. Okay? Being able to be comfortable in your own skin without the panic attack, that's abundance. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the direction that you're going to be heading into. Let's take a look at some future possibilities. Let's take a look at a future possibility or two. Let's take a look. And these are possibilities. Remember, if you're putting, your effort in and your love into it, whatever you're creating, as long as you're in alignment with it, it's probably going to come true for you. Okay, so as long as you're in alignment. The Fool. Oh, feminines. Path forward is a whole new start. A whole new journey. Within the journey. A whole new journey within the journey. We've got so much newness here. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We got a little bit of heartbreak that we're healing. We got the Chariot energy pushing us through, pushing us forward. We got the Six of Wands, as being able to see that we don't need to boast or brag. We don't need to do that. We don't need to be seen. We don't need to be validated. It's nice when we are, but we can validate ourselves. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful message for the Divine Feminine. I'm so excited that I did this message. All right. I did get a little bit of a channeled message for you, feminines. And so let me just read what I wrote for that. Divine Feminine, you're not becoming something new. You're returning to something ancient. You are shedding the version of yourself that was built from fear, duty, and survival. You're stepping into a version of yourself that was built by truth. Your softness is not a liability. Your intuition is not a guess. Your boundaries are not a burden. Your presence is not too much. You are the quiet storm, the warm fire, the deep well. You are the remembering. And what you need this week. You need rest that is intentional, not earned. Boundaries that are clean, not explained. Movement that feels like devotion, not discipline. Stillness that feels like truth, not avoidance. Connections that nourish, not drain. Expression that feels like release, not performance. And your mantra, which is the title of this video, I return to myself with every breath. You're crossing a threshold that only you can feel. The solstice is illuminated, your truth, your intuition is sharpening, your softness has strengthened, your power has settled into your bones. Divine feminines, walk gently, walk honestly, walk like the person who remembers who she is. If this message stirred something in you, something ancient in you, trust that. And if you want to continue walking this path with me, you know where to find me. I'll be right here. Until next time, honor your body, honor your knowing, honor your becoming. I love you so much. Until we meet again, go forth and conquer.